G'day guys, Disney Dave coming at you once again from Down Under. Now my friends over the Walt Disney Company Australia sent me a ticket last week to attend a preview screening for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now unfortunately, this screening was on a Friday morning. It was another one of these morning screenings because the movie opens here on a Tuesday. Usually movies open on a Thursday, but it's opening on this Tuesday, which is tomorrow at the time I'm filming this, because we've got a public holiday. So obviously distributors like to open up movies on big days to try and get in a big crowd who are otherwise at home doing nothing. So the movie's opening on the Tuesday, and I guess Disney had no other choice but to schedule their preview screening on a Friday morning because I can't do it on a Friday night and, you know, whatever. Unfortunately, I had something at work that I just unfortunately could not miss, so I had to miss the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 screening. I was absolutely shattered. Absolutely shattered. This is the first Marvel preview screening I have missed since The Winter Soldier in 2014. 2014! Oh man! It's so long. I've seen a preview screening for every Marvel movie from Winter Soldier up until now, and sadly I had to miss this one. But there's a little bit of a silver lining here. The movie here comes out much earlier than America to begin with. And that being said, the review embargo for this is actually set for Monday, April 24th at 6:30 p.m. Monday, April 24th is today, and it just so happens that there are a handful of advanced screenings tonight, starting from 6:30 p.m. I've been lucky enough to buy myself a ticket to the preview screening, which means I can get home and put together a really quick review and put it online, like, straight away. So, I'm ready. I got my tickets. I'm heading out. I'm so excited for this. Oh, if you've seen my trailer reaction for Guardians of the Galaxy, saying that I am excited for this movie is a bit of an understatement. Kurt Russell! Yes! Woo! Yeah, that's right. I got a little bit crazy for this, and I'm still a little bit crazy, and I'm so pumped. The movie starts in about an hour. I gotta get out of here. Oh, I'm wearing... Oh, check this out. I'm wearing my Guardians of the Galaxy t-shirt. I think this is actually the first time I've worn this. I've had this for a few years, and I just completely forgot I even had it. I think it's an extra large. Is that? That's an extra large, which is like too big for me. I don't know why. It must have been the only one they had in the store. That's probably why I've never worn it. Anyway, oh, I'm gonna go. Okay, so I'm not gonna do too much of a vlog, considering it's just a regular screening. Oh. But whatever I do film, I'll just film on my phone here. So I'm ready to go. Let's go. Okay. Alright, we're at the cinemas now. Super excited. We're about to go in and see Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, there it is right there. Look at that. How good is that? That is the best. I'm so excited for this. We're going into the big, I don't know if you can see it, the big screen, the VMAX. This is very, very exciting. Couldn't get tickets to a 3D screening tonight, strangely. They've just stopped doing 3D screenings here. Very annoying. I think 3D is on its way out, sadly. Alright, let's go into the movie. Before I do go in though, I gotta get a obligatory selfie with my buddy Star-Lord. Thank the Star-Lord. And my other mates here. Actually, hang on. Can you, hey, grab that for me. Thank you. Alright, let's have a look. Chilling out with my mates. Guardians of the Galaxy. Woo. Alright, I'm late to the movie. Let's go in. Come on.
I'm not gonna answer Star Munch.
Just out of the movies now with my Guardians of the Galaxy cups. I got two of them. You're probably wondering you didn't see me go into the cinemas with these two awesome cups. That's because I pinched them out of the bin. Literally pinched them out of the bin. I don't care. You're probably wondering what I thought about the movie. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna tell you all about it. Let's go. Whew. Okay, I am home. Camera is already set up. Light is set up. Light. Camera. Microphone. Okay. All that's left to do now is to sit down. Woo! Ho ho! Alright, first I gotta do something. I got something new for my Marvel reviews. Do I look like a dork? I do a little bit, don't I? I don't care. Woo! Alright, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Where do I start with this movie? It's hard because, look, I really can't say too much without... I just feel like anything I say about this movie could be a massive spoiler. Once you realise the fact that 90% of what we've seen in the trailers happens in the first act and a half of the movie. So really going into this movie, we know nothing, really nothing about it. Starting off, was the movie good? Yes. The thought that I had coming up to the end of the movie was that I really did not know anything about this movie at all. But then on the other hand, it's the movie that I was expecting it to be. Sometimes I see a movie, I'm like, oh man, that was more than I expected. This was exactly what I expected, and that's not a bad thing, that's a really good thing. Because I had this movie was just worked up in my mind so much, just thinking about the music's gonna be so good, the visuals are gonna be so good, the story's gonna be so good, the characters are gonna be awesome. And it was just everything that I wanted it to be. Characters are fantastic here. There is so much story and there's so much character development going on in this movie. At times it might seem like there's a lot going on, but James Gunn manages to pace this movie really, really, really well. All of these characters are developing at the same time, and their stories are all developing at the same time, and they're all sort of moving in the same direction. It's a movie about self-discovery. Every character in this movie comes out at the back end of the movie as someone completely different. These characters the characters grow so much in the first movie, and we take it this completely different level in the second film. Two characters I did not care about really at all in the first movie, Yondu and Nebula. I came out of this movie just absolutely loving them and wanting to know where their story goes next. Baby Groot is he is so cute and so funny and amazing. You just want to grab him and give him a big hug and a little, Rocket is fantastic in this movie as well. Drax is funnier than ever. New characters to the movie. Kurt Russell as Ego is fantastic. This is the Kurt Russell of old. This has got to be Kurt Russell's best performance in years and years. He is awesome in this movie. Mantis is fantastic in this movie. She is also just so cute and so gorgeous, and I loved her, and she is so funny. And that's just another kick-ass female character that Marvel has put into their universe. There's a lot of other new characters in here as well, which are just a whole lot of fun. This whole movie is just a whole lot of fun from beginning to end. It is balls to the wall, action, adventure, comedy in overdrive. Some of the preliminary reviews came out and people were going, it's too much. They've gone too overboard. You know, it was so fresh and amazing in the first movie, but now they're just taking advantage of that, and it's too big. Well, it is huge. It's massive, but I don't think that was a problem. This movie is so over the top, but that is the entire point of it. Not at one point does this movie take itself seriously though, and that's where we as the audience can accept the fact that it is so over the top and so unbelievable and so just wacky. There is so much more action, there is so much more special effects, and so much more even humor in this movie. Everything is taken to like 2000%. I don't see that as James Gunn taking advantage of the audience. I just take that as James Gunn understanding that the audience are really receptive to what he did in the first movie, that he went, you know what, they're gonna love it no matter what, let's up the game, and he ups the game. The music in this movie, I know you are. They released a track list for the Awesome Mix Volume 2 like 2 days ago. I had to hold myself back from reading that because I didn't want to spoil the experience of watching the movie with all this amazing and discovering the music as I went along. I'm so glad I didn't, because the music in this is fantastic, and honestly 3 or 4 of my favorite songs ever are on the soundtrack. I could not be happier. Now the effects, as I said, are over the top, but they are fantastic. Again, one of the characters in this movie gets that, they've used that technology that they've been experimenting with where they make an actor look younger. They use it on Robert Downey Jr. in Civil War. They use it on Michael Douglas in Ant-Man. More recently, they used it to create Grand Moff Tarkin and Princess Leia in Star Wars Rogue One. One of the characters in this movie, there's a sequence where they de-age the character, and it is the best I've ever seen. It out-trumps any of them. them. It is so convincing that you look at it and you go, that is real. Well, I think they've also employed it in the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie. By the way, talking about Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney, I don't know why you did this, but instead of just playing a trailer for Pirates of the Caribbean at the beginning of the movie, you played like a whole 4-minute sequence from the movie. Why? What is your obsession, Disney, with releasing all these movies? Before Age of Ultron was released to the cinemas, there was literally half an hour of the movie already on YouTube. We don't need all these clips. Just give us the trailers. We will watch them and love the trailers and build up hype. But I don't need to sit there and watch 4 minutes of the movie. I would have preferred not to have seen that. Anyway, back to the movie. The story is so touching, so emotional. I was crying again. It was Beauty and the Beast all over again at the end of this movie. Okay, so the question you're probably wondering, is this better than the first movie? About halfway through the movie, I was thinking to myself, this movie is really good. Okay, I'm thinking, this movie's as good as the first one. And then something just happens in the movie and the whole thing turns around and kicks into absolute overdrive. At the very end of it, I come out thinking, this is even better than the first one. And I'll even take it as far to say that this is one of the best movies Marvel has ever made. Marvel, so much trust in Marvel right now. They're getting everything right. They're ticking all the boxes. They have finally found filmmakers that are happy to work in a grander universe. I know a lot of the filmmakers at the very beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe weren't happy with the fact that they had to work in this grand universe and had to be confined by certain regulations by the studio and by the other movies. It's almost 10 years into the Marvel Cinematic Universe now, and the directors they have on board and the storytellers they have on board are there because they want to be a part of this amazing grand universe. And it's for the betterment of the films because it makes them just so much more amazing, so much more enjoyable, and just takes you to the next step in this universe, building up to Avengers Infinity War. I'm not going to say any more. Go and see this movie. It's fantastic. I'm not going to give it a star rating. I'm sick of giving star ratings because it feels like every time I give a rating, I'm giving a movie 5 stars, and I feel like giving this movie 5 stars, but I got to restrain myself back before people start going, man, you just love everything. But I do just love everything. Because of that, I'm just going to stop giving ratings because I'm just going to start to seem like a fanboy. I probably already do. I mean, I was wearing this for most of the review. And at that, I think that is it. They're all my thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's out right now in Australia, it's out in a week or so in the States, and it's going to be opening all over the world in different markets just over the next couple of weeks. Okay, so if you are a first-time viewer of my channel and you've liked what you've seen and you'd like to see more of my videos in the future, please, after the jump, hit subscribe and give me some support. To my regular viewers, thank you once again for joining me. To absolutely everybody out there, I hope I'll see you again soon. Until next time though, guys, take care, and I hope you have a marvelous day. I'm serious. I pinch these out of the bin. I don't even care. Eesh.